Hi, and welcome to Breaking Barriers. I'm Inji, and I'm talking to you from the Forbes Middle East Women's Summit. And I'm joined here by Soha El-Turky, Deputy CEO and Executive Board Member at the National Bank of Egypt. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Inji. Thank you for having me.
You here. So great. So I want to talk to you a little bit because National Bank of Egypt is one of the most esteemed and biggest banks in Egypt and across the region even, with so many contributions across so many sectors. So I want to know a little bit more about its role in terms of sustainable finance.
Sure. Look, you're absolutely right. As a matter of fact, National Bank of Egypt is the biggest bank in Egypt. We have over 40% market share. And we're a universal bank, we operate across every single segment in society.
Yeah.
That in itself gives us a lot of power to play a very active role when it comes to sustainability and sustainable finance.
Yeah.
As we stand today, we're one of the largest, if not the largest, contributors to sustainable finance in the country. We've so far been able to lend over 350 billion in sustainable finance,
Wow.
whether it's in the environmental field or in the social aspects such as education, healthcare, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Sustainability in general is one of our key pillars of our strategy. And within that, we focus both on acting as a sustainably as an organization, but also focusing on sustainable finance for our clients. We are structured in a way to help us build on this. So we have our own internal structure where you have central functions responsible for the strategy and the governance. And you also have customer-facing units within the corporate banking to help the clients build sustainable finance. Because one of the biggest challenges is actually creating projects that are bankable. A lot of the time, the clients do not know how to create the right structure, how to look at the project in order to be bankable and to receive the support that they need. So we also help them within that. And of course, we have our own sustainable strategy, which we've had since sustainability strategy, which we've had since 2020. And we embed elements related to sustainability in the decision-making process and the risk assessment process that we have.
Yeah, it's amazing how this is such a fundamental part of how you were founded and how you manage throughout your endeavor. So
absolutely,
that's amazing.
Yes. Yeah.
And can you tell me a little bit also about the future strategy in light of the challenges facing the region financially specifically?
Our strategy in general, you mean?
Yeah.
Of course.
How do you cope with the current challenges that we are facing at the moment?
Look, there are a number of regions, challenges that are facing the region. Look, in the National Bank of Egypt specifically, because of our actually sheer size and scope, we always move forward, irrespective of what is happening in the economy, what is happening geopolitically, etc. Because we are. We represent 40% of the country's savings. So we have to be very careful with how we move forward and how we navigate the challenges that we see. We also play a very important role in supporting the economy during different phases, whether when you have, Egypt, as everybody's aware, we did go through a phase of economic challenges, etc., which have kind of turned around more towards the beginning of this year. Our strategy going forward, basically, we're focused on 5 main pillars. Okay. The first pillar is continuing our focus on the customer, basically. And I know most banks, if not all, they have customer centricity as one of its key pillars. But in our case, it's particularly important because we literally cater to every customer segment. So in order to succeed, and to be able to provide the right products and services with the right process, you actually have to be very aware of how and what you offer to each customer segment along the entire spectrum of clients. So that requires a lot of analysis and analysis to understand how to target every single segment that we have.
Yeah.
Another pillar which we've just talked about is sustainability and the focus on sustainability, which we've just discussed. Another important pillar is financial inclusion. Again, given what's the priority in general, whether as a very large bank or on a country level, for the importance of financial inclusion, we focus on this, and we have a lot of products and services that focus to clients to bring them into the system. Digital transformation and AI integration is very important, and it's important because it allows us, in many levels again. It's first of all, it allows us to create products and services that specifically target the individual segments that we have.
Yeah.
For example, whatever services you provide or digital solutions that you provide to the very low income client that is not very sophisticated, or just bringing in into the financial sector, is very different from the very sophisticated corporate. So you have to use digital technologies and AI to segment or make your offering more specific, basically.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. Of course, better services, more streamlined processes, more efficient processes, more cost efficiency, as a matter of fact, for the bank. So this pillar kind of caters to a number of elements that we have.
Yeah.
So these are some of the key pillars in our strategy, and we adapt as according to what is happening in the environment around us.
Yeah, also drawing on the point of AI, because you've mentioned that, I think it's done a lot to sort of help the process of the analysis that you mentioned at the beginning, is
Yes.
that you're able to collect so much data at such a more fast-paced rate than you used to before, which facilitates the entire process.
Yeah.
So I believe that has made a huge
Absolutely,
change.
and it's a huge opportunity, especially for a bank like us. We have 20 million customers. That is a lot of people.
Yeah.
And the amount of data that we get through the products that we have, it is a gold mine that can allow us to understand our clients and customize the products and services that we offer. We've been working at the National Bank of Egypt with AI tools for a number of years now, but it's the beginning of the road. I think there is so much more to do, and it is at the heart of the future, especially for a bank of our size, to continue growing and to continue embracing, the digital revolution and continue surviving and achieve the efficiency that we need to grow. I think AI will be at the heart of all of this.
Yeah, and you always have to stay like 2 or 3 steps ahead so that you can keep up with all the changes going on.
Yeah.
Thank you very, very much for this interview.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure. Thank you very much.
The pleasure is mine. Thank you.